Tumi is, well, my name is Tumi Mdluli. I am 35 years of age. I'm coming from Nelspruit, Mpumalanga. Born and raised there, came to Joburg to study. And along the way, I then joined my sisters in business. At the time, we were in media. I joined them, we ran a media company, but obviously with everything that's happening in the country economically and wanting to venture into other spaces and grow as women, Black women, and grow their business, we then decided to venture into fuel retailing. And it took us quite some time because we had to really do a thorough research to understand the business and understand why so many women shy away from it, because it's a male-dominated industry. It's not a women, and especially with being Black, it's only now that everyone is showing an interest to be in this industry. So we did a research. My one sister even went all the way to Turkey to train and understand what is required to run such a business. We came back. We then opened 2 sites together with my 3 sisters. One is M12 City and another one is Wynberg. But after 5 years of operating within the Shell family, I then decided that I would like to try and venture out and get a site on my own as a youth Black woman in South Africa. And that's when I got Shell Golden Meadows with the Spy Express. So at the time, I think it was 2021. Yes, 2021, I approached Shell. I went to Shell. I had an interest for another site in Randburg. And I said, I saw the site, I drive past it all the time. And I think I'm the qualified candidate because I'm already trained and already within their database. And then they said, no, currently we've got Shell Koppen that is going on sale and there are people that are applying for it. Maybe try it out. I tried it out, but in the process of me putting together the documents for my presentation, I approached SIFA and I told them of my interest. They said, okay, fine. Once you've done it, come back to us. I went, did my presentation. A few weeks or a month later, I got a letter that I've been a preferred candidate to run the site, a retailer to run the site. I then got the letter and I approached SIFA for funding. And that was my only preferred funder, and I only went to SIFA. I don't know what I was believing or trusting, but I only went to SIFA and no one else for funding. Okay, so I went to SIFA. I remember the first time they're like, okay, so what do you want? I said, I want 100%. They're like, but you must have an unencumbered fund somewhere. I said, okay, I can raise that, but I need you guys to fully fund me. And so I filled in the forms. I sent to SIFA. It was a back and forth, submit this, do that, had interviews. But the team there's one lady because then I submitted, I got the approval. Then I had a lady that I was working with, Utandimbata. I was working with Tandimbata, and she just made things very easy. I remember she's also my neighbor. For some reason, I didn't know her at the time. No. And so, yes, so everything just went easy. And towards the end of my approval for SIFA, when SIFA approved, they then said, you qualify within the youth, I think it was, what do you call it? Grants, youth grant. Yeah. So I had applied for a huge sum of money for funding for the business. But they said, no, but you qualify. So a small portion of what you've applied for will be given to you as a grant. And that really, really assisted me a lot because that came as a grant, and already I had prepared that I'm getting full funding for the whole amount that I wanted. But now it has dropped. The interest rates, well, my monthly paybacks are not as bad as they would have been if it was a full amount. So SIFA really came through and they embraced me as a youth. For them to even suggest that you qualify to get a grant, I think for me, that was top tier. For starters, I think you guys, in a way, for now, I think you're doing a great job. The fact that you are going to real people for such stories to tell the public, because I think the perception with everyone in South Africa, we're always thinking, you must know someone inside, so I'm not going to go. And that is not the case. I don't know anyone inside. But I think it should be an easy application because people don't know about SIFA. I've got friends that want to start businesses, but they'll be like, I don't know what to do. I don't have the money. I always say, but you don't have to use your own money. You can get funding for this. So the fact that a person with think that they can use their own money, it means they lack knowledge of the fact that you can actually go and get funding as long as it's a lucrative business. You can be funded for your business and you get the support after that, because you don't walk the journey alone. They are there to hold your hand. When you've got disputes with the company that I bought the site from, they're always there to stand in and hold my hand and assist me. So it's just to make the application easier, and also just to be out there for people to know that CFA is there, it exists, and it's here to support. And yes.